of the best places in all of Major League Baseball is the scene this weekend for the Phillies and the Boston Red Sox. Welcome, everybody, inside historic Fenway Park. It's Game 1 of a 3-game series. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy, joined by Ben Davis and Matt Stairs. Great to have a 3-man booth as we get set for a weekend of baseball up here in Boston and a weekend, Matt, of rookie pitching for the Phillies. First time since 2012 that 3 rookies will start against the Boston Red Sox here at Fenway.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to see how they jump and take that mound if they're too nervous or something. The key is for the young guys, especially coming to this ballpark, it's a small fence from left field. The Green Monster's about 310 feet away. One thing I want to see about Adam Morgan is go out there and attack the hitters, ball down the zone, and use that slider and the changeup.
Alec Asher, in his Major League debut, looked like he was composed. He was somewhat amped up. As the game went on, his pitches got better and better. He and Jared Eichhoff seem like they have the makeup where nothing phases them.
Well, Eichhoff, what I like a lot is he throws fastballs inside. He has a very good slider. I don't think it's going to phase him. Pitching in Fenway with a short fence from left field, he's going to pound the fastballs inside and use the sliders blowing away.
All right, so as we mentioned, 2012 when the White Sox were here, the last time that 3 rookie starters will face off against the Red Sox here at Fenway Park. Now, speaking of pitching, we flip over now to the Boston Red Sox side of the floor, and Joe Kelly's been outstanding. 6-0 in the month of August for the Red Sox.
He's been very good since the All-Star break, and really, it really keys off of his changeup. He's got a very, very good changeup. Now, he also has a very good breaking ball, but the thing the Phillies have to do, they must do, is make him elevate the baseball. He's still really good with his velocity on his fastball. He's down on the knees. They need to make sure that he elevates that fastball so they can get him up and out of this ballpark.
It's incredible to see the transition that he's made. Everybody always thinks guys that with the St. Louis Cardinals, they come to wherever they are. Shelby Miller's a great example of that. They know how to pitch. Well, he has revamped his style of pitching, going down to the minor leagues, learning to throw the changeup more and more. And here are the numbers Ben's talking about. 8 starts, 6-1 with a 3.74 ERA since the All-Star break, and a perfect 6-0 record in the month of August. So, no doubt the Phillies will have their hands full this weekend against the Red Sox. They don't traditionally play well up here at Fenway Park. They'll see if they can change that beginning tonight. Well, David Ortiz, he is on the doorstep of 500 home runs. Let's hope he doesn't reach that this weekend. Comcast Sportsnet Studios when we return. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Where will Toyota take you? Visit buyattoyota.com to find out. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity, the official entertainment provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. By Citizens Bank, one deposit checking. Keeping things simple is helping you bank better. By Budweiser, make a plan to make it home. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at IBX.com. series between the Phils and the Boston Red Sox. It's a cool night. You're going to be stunned by the temperature up here in Boston for this first game. It's been so hot back home and all around the Northeast. Well, things have cooled off a little bit. The umpires are just now heading out toward home plate. Pete Buchanan has the lineup card. He'll be heading out alongside of Dan Iasonia, C.B. Buckner, Lance Barrett, and Dale Scott, the crew chief. Arnie Beller is going to head out for the Boston Red Sox with the lineup card for the Sox. Interleague play, the Phillies have not fared all that well here at Fenway Park. They've lost 7 of 9 here at Fenway Park. In fact, if you look at the 13 series between these two teams over the years, the Phillies have won just 1 of those series. They've split 2 others, but the Red Sox have won 10 of the 13 so far. See the interleague numbers. The Red Sox winning percentage is second only to the Yankees, and it's not surprising. It's all American League teams with the top 5 winning percentages, and you look over the worst winning percentages, it's all National League teams. There's just something about it for some reason or another. Maybe it's the DH. I don't know.
Well, I think a lot has to do with the DH. One, a lot of the DHs in the American League can play first base as well, so really you're not losing that big bopper when he goes from DH into first base.
And tonight you have Ryan Howard playing the role of DH for the Phillies, and Darren Ruff will be the first baseman. So in a sense, the Phillies have an opportunity to have a guy that could be a designated hitter and have that same style in Ryan Howard. Well, there's Cody Asche. He is going to be making the start tonight at third base. It's the first time since the 11th of May that Cody Asche will be making a start at third base. Pete Buchanan told us last week that there was going to be options for Cody Asche to play third. He said not necessarily as a starter, although I'm not ruling that out. But I am going to use him in a double switch scenario from time to time. Well, tonight is one of those options where they need to get him at bats. That's the key. They need to get him at bats, so that's why he is over at third base. Well, it's not a sold-out crowd. Let's take a look at tonight's lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity, the official entertainment provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. Herrera, Hernandez, Altair, followed by Ryan Howard as the DH. Darnell Sweeney will be trying to handle the Green Monster tonight. Darren Ruff's over at first base, he'll bat 6th. In the bottom third of Cody Asche, Cameron Rupp, Freddie Galvis, and they will face 27-year-old right-hander Joe Kelly, who was 8-6 on the year with a 4.94 earned run average. Ben, we saw Joe Kelly in spring training, and he did not fare all that well for the Red Sox in spring training and in the first handful of starts in the regular season.
He is starting to figure it out. I think learning to become more of a pitcher, not just a thrower. He does have a very good fastball.